WonderBoys, and we will be discussing lean concepts. In this lesson, we will be focusing on the lean production, where did lean came from, the 8 ways lean production, and some of the different parts of lean concepts and Six Sigma. And let's get started. These are group members: Clark Edward Villigantonhas, Irish Evaristo, Lawrence De Leon, Marcelo Macchio, Ivan Lawrence Sangielo, Arjan Paul De Guzman, and James Aaron Espero. First, the lean production. Lean production is a methodology of increasing the speed of a process within a business by cutting out waste. Yung lean concept daw po ay methodology of increasing the speed of process na isang business. At nakakatulong din sa by cutting out waste ng ating business. What is waste? Waste is any part of business which doesn't add any value. Kumbaga, ito yung parang mga di natin kailangan sa business natin, yung mga parang kalat lang ba. Where did lean came from? Lean thinking originated at Toyota from its production system. The ideas were formulated by Sakichi Toyoda in 1920s and 1930s, but only made the leap up to full implement in 1950s. Yung lean thinking daw po ay galing siya sa Toyota at sa lang production system. Yung idea ng lean concept na to ay ginawa ni Saiichi Toyoda in 1920s and 1930s. Pero na full implementation yung kanyang idea in 1950s.
Now we're gonna discuss the 8 ways in lean production. First, transportation. Moving items or information. Ito daw ang paglilipat ng mga bagay o impormasyon. Second, inventory. Items or information that customer has not received. Ito daw yung mga item o impormasyon na hindi natatanggap ng customer. Third, motion. Excessive movement within workplace. Ito daw yung labis na paggalaw sa loob ng lugar ng trabaho. Fourth, waiting. Waiting for information or items to arrive. Ito daw yung naghihintay ng impormasyon o mga bagay na dumating. Fifth, over-process. Doing more work than necessary. Ito naman yung gumagawa ng mas maraming trabaho kaysa sa kinakailangan. Sixth, overproduction. Doing work before it is needed. Ito naman yung paggawa ng trabaho bago ito kailanganin. 7. Defects. Mistakes and errors that need to be worked. Ito naman yung mga pagkakamali na kailangan isagawa muli. And lastly, 8. Skills. Not using work to fullest of abilities. Ito naman yung hindi ginagamit yung buong kakayahan sa trabaho. Transportation. Transportation, also known as touches, is the unnecessary movement of materials, equipment, or information. Ang transportation daw ay kilala rin bilang touches, ay ang hindi kinakailangan paggalaw ng mga materyales, kagamitan, o impormasyon. Halimbawa, multiple people reviewing the same document, emailing information between people or departments, moving inventory between storage areas, or moving equipment or files between work areas. Inventory. Inventory refers to storing more supply, having a higher quantity of materials on hand than needed or when needed. Ang inventaryo daw o inventory ay tumutukoy sa pag-iimbak ng mas maraming supply na mas mataas na dami ng mga materyales na nasa kamay o kapag kinakailangan. Halimbawa, example, valuable floor or storage space filled with unused items. Storing aging assets that quickly becomes obsolete. Lastly, inventory or materials piling up before a complicated process step.
Next on our list is motion. It is any movement of people that doesn't add value to product or services. In motion, it is the wear and tear on the equipment or the people involved in the process. If you are transporting the product around unnecessarily, you are also wasting the motion. Like for example, in equipment such as trucks, forklifts, or warehouse workers. Motion is important in almost every business process. It is the movement of machines or people which is unnecessary and does not contribute value to the organization or business. Motion is however different from transportation, as motion relates to the people or machines, whereas transportation is looking at the goods being transported. Imagine here that having someone or yourself to go multiple times to a machine or an equipment, which is very tiring, or it will just waste your time and energy, and it didn't give any much value to you. Rather, we should minimize the movement needed to do our work. Some examples here of motion: storing frequently used tools and materials in hard to reach places, forklifts not being organized in order of the process being performed, having to open multiple softwares and applications to complete a step, and excessive clicks required to perform a routine. Okay, next. Waiting. Waiting is the most prevalent of all 8 ways. Refers to the process delays while waiting on people, equipment, material, or information. Waiting is a time that the product is just sitting there or not being transported or processed. It can also be the time that people are simply waiting for that product just to arrive. This is the largest and most frustrating, or what I said earlier, the most prevalent ways of all. Waiting is without a doubt the costly of all the 8 ways. Not only does it continue to delay things, but it wastes hours of business time. Just imagine someone, or you can imagine yourself, waiting for weeks, maybe 4 weeks, 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, or months or more, just to be able to move forward with a project, because it requires like a signature or permission from let's say like in a business like the higher ups, you need signature or permission to it, in which it will delay every work that is needed to be done. Examples of waiting are unable to complete a step until receiving a file, a process that is stalled due to missing signature, a process step that requires the attention of a busy subject matter expert. Okay. Next on our list is overprocessing. It is any effort that doesn't add value to the product or service from the customer's perspective. Overprocessing is doing more to the product than is necessary. or it is doing more than the customer is actually paying for. This is one of the key problems with overpricing, is that we often think that we are being nice to the customers. Since we are doing more for them, we take the product of our service and we do more than it is necessary. It's not bad, but definitely it's not good either. Since by doing so, it may end up in two ways. It's like either they will find it redundant or annoying, or they will expect more and more to you, which definitely we don't want that to be in our business. Examples of overprocessing are redundant process steps, filled on forms requiring unused information, addition of features or service that customers don't need, and providing a higher level of quality than required. Next on our list is overproduction. It's making more units earlier or faster than the next step in the process or the customer requires. So overproduction is making more than is necessary or needed by the customer or needed by like a buyer or something. The next step in the process or customer requires. Excuse me. Overproduction is incredibly common across all areas of business. Examples like overstocking shelves full, or printing a few more than required to say just in case, and producing a little more than is necessary since we think that we are doing the right thing. The key issue to the overproduction is that when we produce more than is needed, and I think not only are we are looking busy, we are also forcing these items down to the process, causing excess inventory along the way. Examples of overproductions are selecting reply all for emails that only a few need to see. For example, you only need to email your mother and father, but you just click reply all. Creating unnecessary large batches. Maybe for example, like in bakery, since pastries all food have expiration date, so it is a waste that just in case na sabihin na natin, ayun, gumawa tayo ng mga tinapay kasi iniisip natin ayun, marami yung customer na bibili, pero hindi natin na-expect na wala din bibili sa araw na yun. So masasayang lang yung tinapay or yung pastry one. And printing 20 copies of a report that only 3 people will read. Pwede din natin sabihin sa mga reporting. Sa student reporting, siguro sa mga panelists ko na rin, i-expect mo madami yung panelists pero tatlong class. Okay, next on our list is defects. It is the information, products, and services that are inaccurate, incomplete, or missing. Defects are what you call imperfection to the production that requires rework or doing work again. This is the one everyone can more easily identify because self-explanatory. You can just look for the defects. Sabihin na natin yung sira or parang yung incomplete or yung missing na nawawala sa isang production natin. We are all swamped with defects every day, even at work, school, sa kung saan yan. And it can be from a simple form, like you finding something completed but incorrectly, or like a key product is not working and it requires another rework. Many organizations and business also have large defects, which causes issues, complaints, or more service requests. Also, defects can cause business huge sums of money and resources, since they do cause customer pain, and when these customers experience pain, they go elsewhere away from your business. Examples of defects are errors that occur over and over, customer dissatisfaction in a process, fixing paperwork that is improperly or insufficient filled in. Lastly, any action that causes the wrong next steps, such as shipping too many or too few units or shipping to the wrong address. Skills. That's skills. Refers to not making the best use of people's experience, knowledge, skills, creativity, or capability. In short, it refers to not using people's capabilities, talents, or interests. This is the last ways of all 8 ways. I actually hear from people from time to time that people are the greatest asset, but sometimes I think it is not the case because of these skills. Every business has a huge amount of untapped talent that today, an ultra-competitive and fast-moving market, can make the difference between long-term survival. We have people stuck in roles which do not match their strengths and knowledge. It's like in games, it's like putting a warrior in a mage class and putting a mage in a warrior class. Or in real life, an engineer student who's actually specialized in accounting. Yeah, I like that. He or she has a talent for accounting. And an IT student that is actually talented in singing. They were put in the wrong place, which the talents that they wore are put to waste. Examples of skills are requiring employees to constantly ask for permission or approval, not offering employees training to expand their abilities, and requiring those with specialized skills to perform their unskilled activities. The next reporter is about the Lean Toolbox.
The next is the Lean Toolbox. The Lean Toolbox is to help implement Lean principles such as value, full waste elimination, and continuous improvement in practice. And we have 4 types of the Lean Toolbox, and these are the 5S, JIT Production, Pulse System, and Kanban. Let's first explain the 5S. 5S is a systematical way of organizing workplace by eliminating waste, improving flows, and reducing the number of processes wherein possible. And 5S stands for sort, set in order, standardize, shine, and sustain. First is sort. Sort is to remove unnecessary item from each area and keep only what is needed. Example, Jollibee. Jollibee hiring a lot of employees to do this job. Let's say you are a stockman. As a stockman, you are receiving the item delivery. And your job is to check the items, quality, exact amount of orders, and standard size of item. Next is set in orders. A place for everything and everything in its place. After receiving the items, imumove mo ngayon yung items mo sa tamang lalagyan. Example is tissue and chicken. A chicken is destined to a colder place to maintain their freshness and quality. Unlike sa tissue, hindi mo siya pwedeng dalhin dun sa same location ng chicken kasi maaari itong masira o mabasa. Next is shine. cleaning and inspecting the workplace, tools, and machine on a regular basis to expose problem. Bilang isang crew ng isang Jollibee, dapat di mo lang alam gamitin yung gamit o yung equipment na ginagamit mo. Dapat alam mo rin linisin at identify kung may problema nito para maiwasan yung hassle at mapagawa na to agad sa technician at para tuloy-tuloy yung service. Next is standardize. Standardize develop a standard procedure and protocols for the first 3 rules. Jollibee is nagsiset din ng sariling standard and protocols. Protocols ng Jollibee is laging malinis, ang crew ay laging naka-hairnet, and transparent ang bag para maiwasan yung mga possible problems. Sa standard procedure naman ng Jollibee, dapat tamang procedure yung pag-produce ng order or food ng customer. Halimbawa sa manok. Ang manok hindi mo naman pwede agad i-drop sa cooking oil kung hindi ito nasa standard na temperature. May sarili din kasi standard yung manok at yung mantika. Dapat yung mantika ay may tamang temperature para maluto yung manok, and syempre yung manok dapat nasa tamang temperature para maluto, kasi meron siniset ang Jollibee na standard time na dapat sa time na yon ay luto na yung manok. At pag yun ay hindi na-meet ng isang crew, maaaring hilaw or low quality yung mapoproduce nitong fried chicken. Last is sustain. Create a system which will monitor and ensure the standard procedure is continually being performed. Ang mga manager dun sa Jollibee, sila yung nagme-maintain at nag-check kung nasusunod ba yung standard procedure ng mga crew at iba pang employee dito.
Okay, next. JIT production. Just-in-time production minimize the time, labor, and materials in manufacturing process. This system ensures that goods are being produced only as they are needed. The desired outcome is a streamlined production system that maintain a minimal amount of on-site raw materials, minimal wait times in the production process, and small batch sizes. So, just-in-time production or JIT production is to achieve several key objectives within a manufacturing or production system. So, here's an example of JIT production in the context of manufacturing company. Okay, scenario. A car manufacturing company implements JIT production techniques to build cars more efficiently. So, this example demonstrates how JIT production in a car manufacturing company result in efficient, cost-effective, and customer-centric operation, aligning with the core principles of JIT. So, in the summary, the purpose of JIT production is to create a lean and efficient manufacturing system that minimizes waste, reduces cost, and maximize the use of resources, ultimately leading to improved quality, customer satisfaction, and competitiveness in the market. Okay, next. Pull system. A pull system is a method for controlling the flow of resources through a process. The goal of such a system is to replace only what has been consumed at the optimal time. It's called a full system because resources are full into the pipeline only as they are needed or requested. This differs from a push system, which attempt to use for forecasts and schedules to drive the flow of production. So a full system is a production and inventory management approach that operates in response to actual customer demand. In a full system, production and restocking of inventory are driven by consumption of products or materials rather than being based or forecast or arbitrary schedules. So, magbibigay ako ng scenario ng full system. So, consider a manufacturing facility that produces widgets using a full system with Kanban cards. So, this is the key points of full system. The full system ensures the production is initiated only when there is a real need based on the consumption of materials or widgets. Then there is no excess inventory or overproduction because production is demand driven. Then the number of Kanban cards is limited, which naturally limits the inventory on hand and helps in waste reduction. The system is highly flexible and responsive to change in demand, as the number of Kanban cards can be adjusted as needed. So, this example illustrates how a full system using Kanban cards operates in a manufacturing environment, but full system can be adapted to various industry and process to improve efficiency, reduce waste, and response to actual customers' demand. The next is the Kanban. Kanban in the Japanese word for sign, which is an inventory control system used in just-in-time or JIT manufacturing to track production and order new shipments of parts of materials. It was developed by Taichi Ono, an industrial engineer at Toyota. The Kanban system can be thought of as a signal and response system. When an item is running low at an operational station, there will be a visual cue specifying how much to order from to the supply. The person using the parts makes the order for the quality indicated by the Kanban, and the supplier provides the exact amount requested. So, Kanban is a visual signaling system used in manufacturing, project management, and various other processes to manage workflow and improve efficiency. It's originated in Japan and is a key component of Toyota Production System or TPS. Kanban is a powerful tool for optimizing processes, enhancing transparency, and promoting collaboration within teams. It's a particularly popular in agile and lean methodologies, and it's known for its simplicity and effectiveness in improving workflow management. A classic example of Kanban system can be found in software development, particularly in agile project management. So, this is a scenario. An agile software development team uses a Kanban system to manage its work. So, in this software development example, Kanban helps the team manage its work, prioritize tasks, and maintain a steady workflow. It encourages transparency, collaboration, and adaptability in response to changing requirements and priorities. This flexible and visual approach make Kanban a valuable tool in agile and lean project management methodologies.
So, my name is Ivan Lawrence San Diego. Ngayon, papaliwanag naman natin yung the Six Sigma. So, Sigma is a statistical concept that represents how much variation there is in a process relative to customer specification. Next is Sigma value. It is based on defects per million opportunities or DPMO. Sinasabi din na Six Sigma is equivalent to 3.4 DPMO. The variation in the process is so small that the resulting products and services are halos 100%, 99.99966% defect free. So, in addition daw, Six Sigma is a data-driven methodology that provides tools and techniques to define and evaluate each step of a process. It is a method that focuses in improving the quality of the process in a business structure, thus increasing the bottom line profit. So, base din in summary, yung Sigma daw is the key to quantifying process variation. And the Six Sigma is the pinnacle of quality control. So, siya yung nag-ano ng quality control ng isang business. And pushing organization to deliver products and services with unparalleled precision and near flawless quality. It's a methodology that business employs to maximize their bottom line profits and ensure customer delight. So, yun. Next is, where did Six Sigma came from? So, nag-start siya sa Motorola Corporation in mid-1980s when the company discovered that products with a high first pass yield, so those that made through the production process defect-free, rarely failed in actual use, resulting higher customer satisfaction. So, popularized by former CEO Jack Welch, commitment to achieving Six Sigma capability. Na-realize niya na over 12 billion savings ang naano niya over the past 5 years. Sabi niya, Six Sigma is a quality program that provides your customers experience, lowers your costs, and build better leaders. So yun yung sinasabi ni Jack Welch. Next is, so ito naman yung Six Sigma methodologies. First is that DMAIC. So ano nga ba yun? So this method daw is used to improve the current capabilities of an existing process. So sinasabi nito, yung method daw nito is mas pinapa-improve pa daw niya yung mga nag-exist na process. So this is by far the most commonly used methodology. Siya daw yung laging halos ginagamit of Sigma improvement teams. So yun nga. Next is the DMADV. So ano nga ba yun? So this method is used when you need to create or completely redesign a process. So ginagamit lang daw to kapag kailangan mo daw gumawa ng panibagong process or i-redesign mo daw yung ibang nagamit na process or products or services. So, to meet the customer requirements. So, DMADV teams are usually staffed by senior managers and Six Sigmas experts. So, yan.
Good day everyone. I am Irish Amebaristo and I am one of the reporter of this group. Today I discuss the 6 methodologies. Number 1 is define. Dito is i-identify mo kung ano yung magiging problem sa process ng business. So, next one is yung measure. Dito is magkakolek ka ng data tungkol sa nasabing problem. Next is yung analyze. Sa analyze is dito i-scan mo or i-examine mo yung business process para malaman kung saan nagmula yung problem. Sa improve naman is dito is yung test and implement changes based on the root cause being analyzed. Last one is control. Dito is monitor mo yung full implementation of improvements of sustain the gains. May example po tayo dito is yung example po is yung cleaning the garage. Imagine you want to clean up your garage so you can fit a new motorcycle inside. You could use lean methods to accomplish this goal. First is yung define. Identify the scope of the cleaning project, not the whole house. Next one is yung measure. Base of the square footage of the overall garage and of the open floor space. Set a goal for required amount of open floor space. You may eyeball this, but it is a measurable area. Next is yung analyze. Understand the types and amounts of materials currently in place and the available storage location, which is yung sa garage ngayon yung storage locations. So next one is improve. Use lean tools to execute cleaning and organizing, including removing unessential materials. Install improved vertical storage facilities to minimize floor space use. Next is control. Labels storage spots. Put after photos in place as ongoing targets. Conduct weekly audits to ensure stock doesn't accumulate. Next is the Six Sigma Toolbox. Analysis of variance or ANOVA, Pareto analysis, box plots process capability, studies process control plans, brainstorming, cause-effect diagrams, process flow diagrams, correlations and regressions, design of experiment, quality function deployment, response surface methods, graphs and charts scatter, diagrams, histograms, standard operating procedures, statistical process control. Next is yung the birth of Lean Six Sigma. Yung Lean is improving speed and efficiency, which is also focuses on eliminating the waste. Yung Six Sigma naman is improving the quality, which is focuses on eliminating the defects. Next one is yung combining the two, which is called Lean Six Sigma. It solves all issues within a system, thus ensuring profits for business. The benefits of Lean Six Sigma: increase in profits, reduce errors, standardized and simplified process, employee development, and value to customer.